Welcome to Necessary Roughness. I'm your host for Fantasy Alarm, Ray Flowers. Let's start out with the number of 0 today in our talk. And what does that stand for? That's the number of games that are going to be played the rest of the season by Dion Lewis of the Patriots. He has a torn ACL. He's done for the season. Crushing blow to those people that were counting on him and banking on him giving him fantasy points. At least Lewis didn't cost you anything. You almost certainly picked him up off the waiver wire. But his 2015 season is done. What do we do now? Brandon Bolden, James White. Yeah, good luck. Good luck figuring out how that's going to work out in the backfield for the Patriots. Here's what we know. LeGarrette Blount is the goal line back. LeGarrette Blount is the first and second down back. He is the back to own at the moment. And you have to think moving forward he probably will be. He's the only one with a defined role, and his role could increase with the injury to Dion Lewis. If I had to pick one between White and Bolden, I would lean toward Bolden. That's a lean. That's my guess. And let's be honest. Everyone right now is guessing, no telling what the Patriots are going to do, but they have to replace a guy that they were looking to catch 5 passes, 67 yards a week. There is production there in the backfield to be had for either White or Bolden moving forward. Second number of the day is 5, as in the number of games in a row. A number of games in a row. Touchdown for Carlos Williams. That is pretty good for anyone. Pretty damn good when you're a rookie. Those are the first 5 games of his NFL career. Only one rookie has ever had a longer streak, and that was 6 games. So he's on the cusp of making history. Now, Carlos Williams has gone for over 100 yards. In fact, 110 yards in 2 of his last 3 starts. He has all those touchdowns. There are a couple of issues, though, that we need to discuss. Number 1, he missed multiple games with a concussion, so we have some concern about his health. Number 2, LaShawn McCoy is having more tests run, MRIs and such, on his shoulder. McCoy insists he's okay with that shoulder issue. He insists he could have returned to a game action in Week 9. Doesn't anticipate missing any time. Carlos Williams cannot be on the waiver wire. He simply can't be on the waiver wire at this point. Doesn't matter if you're in a 10-team league. He should be on a roster. Can he be started with confidence? As a supporting player, as a guy getting 8 to 10 touches a week, he's no more than a flex option. And he's a risky one at that, because if he doesn't get in the end zone, and it's very hard to get in the end zone every week if you're touching the ball 7 times, his value simply isn't going to be there. Not enough work at the moment, but he could become a big-time play if LaShawn McCoy was to go down. And then the third guy on our waiver wire piece today, that's the number of 68, as in the percentage of snaps played in Week 9 by Dorial Green-Beckham. Now that number was 26% in Week 5. It zoomed all the way up to 68% in Week 9. Good news for Beckham. Now Beckham saw 10 targets. He caught 5 of them for 77 yards. Part of that because the offense needs him. Part of that because the coaching staff thinks he's ready to take on a little bit more. Part of that was probably because Kendall Wright was out. So it'll be really interesting to see when Kendall Wright returns from his knee issue how much work we still see going toward Dorial Green-Beckham. He's a big-time talent. He's a guy they could use, but he's still extremely raw, having problems with the playbook. Didn't play last year because of everything that was going on off the field with him. He's someone to look at, someone to think about adding. Do you add him? First 7 games this season, he had 14 catches for barely 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's a real hit-or-miss proposition, but in the second half, he might end up having a pretty good one if you can afford the ups and downs that are likely to come with his production. That's been the waiver wire discussion for Week 10 for FantasyAlarm.com. Thanks for listening to me, Ray Flowers. Talk to y'all again soon.